This is Quizlet. This is one of my favorite websites for students to study with, and they can use it either in small groups or individually. It's often used individually. So they have this massive database with flashcards. You can create your own, which is really easy to do, and you can share them out. But in this massive database of flashcards, they have pretty much all the common stuff that you would find in education, or most of it at least. So what I did was I looked at the water cycle, and I'm going to click on Learn. So it says what is in the ground, and then it gives you choices. I could click groundwater, and it says correct. You can use flashcards. Good writing. When water in the form of ice, rain, sleet, hail, or snow falls to the earth, that would be precipitation. So then you would write that in as your answer, and then you click answer, and it would give you feedback. So precipitation. Okay, so then you would type in the answer. So where does water go to get safe to drink? Treatment plant. And then I have to type the word treatment plant. I'm not going to do that, obviously. And this is kind of cool. It generates a whole test. Here are all the pictures and definitions, and you type in each of the words. It's just another way for students to test their knowledge on something and to learn something. It just automatically generates a quiz. This is one of my favorite ones, the matching games. So fresh groundwater, treatment plant, here I go, I could drag that over there, and then it disappears. And let's see, is when the sun heats up water in rivers or lakes or the ocean and it turns it to vapor. Evaporation, possibly? Yep. And you get the idea, you match them up and there's a timer and things like that, and people can compete. They have gravity. Get started. Now they have the word dropping of the type definition, which is kind of really hard considering the definition is long and you'd have to get it pretty exact. But you get the idea. With something with a much shorter definition, you could probably more realistically do. But it is still a fun game. And then this is Quizlet Live, and you can have teams of students compete in a group to see how well that they know the knowledge and to try to compete with each other. The only thing with Quizlet is that it gives the students really good feedback. It's not necessarily giving the teacher good feedback. So you got to consider it a study aid, an exciting, dynamic way to break people down in groups so people work individually. But as far as it giving the data back, it doesn't necessarily give you all that instantaneous data. One of the things I want to point out, they do have a paid version. Isn't that expensive? And if you get that and you want to track students' progress to get more data for yourself, you can. And there's a few other things in there that will make the experience a little bit better. But the free version is really, really nice, and most people will be very happy with that. But sometimes if you want more features, they do have a paid version. I do like to point that out to people.